Channel 3 Sports presents Prep Football Final, brought to you by Pepsi and by Mountain Dew.
Hi, and welcome to the regular season finale of Prep Football Final. The real Dan Shugart is on special secret assignment, so my cardboard amigo has graciously agreed, to sit in this week. It's Friday the 13th. It's a biggie. Lots of teams still with playoff hopes. Well, hello to you, too. Lots of teams with playoff hopes as we go to the board. These 11 schools all had a shot at least making a shootout. Over the next 30 minutes, we'll tell you who's in and who's out. We'll begin in District 1-5A, where the Cinderella Pine Forest Eagles had already clinched the title, but the other playoff spot was on the line at Escambia. Two very good football teams, and one of them would not make the playoffs. Would it be the defending? Those are the 11 teams with a chance going into tonight. Would it be the defending champs from Woodham or the Escambia Gators, who would still be playing football next week at Escambia? Does not get any bigger than this one. They're playing for a playoff spot, and the Gators were pumped. Second quarter, the Woodham comes out quickly. Mario Purifoy with the high pass to Ellis. DeBro, the terrific wide receiver, gets it for the touchdown. 7-0 Woodham. Second quarter, Purifoy to DeBro at about the 25, and Ellis DeBro is gone. This is roughly an 80-yarder. And yes, it was 13-0 as they missed the extra point on that one. Still first half, Woodham keeping the pressure on. Still first quarter. And Brett Gilliland back to pass, and Big Terrence Scott gets him for the safety. 15-0 Woodham. Back comes Escambia, though. They played this one tough. It's Angelo Broadnax getting it in for the score from inside the 5-yard line. 15-7, but then more Mario Purifoy. This time he gets in from the 4-yard line. 22-7 Woodham. Escambia trying to get back in it with a field goal attempt, but they missed. That could have made it 22-10, but it doesn't until 22-7. Woodham then scores again. It's Chris Watson up the middle, 25 yards, 29-7 Woodham. Here comes Escambia, though. They're not going to give up in this one. Fourth quarter, Brett Gilliland gets it to Justin Fetzko. Fetzko splits the defenders, and he'll get knocked out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Then it'll be Gilliland to Fetzko again. This one for the touchdown. It gets them to 29-13, but that's as close as they get. The Woodham Titans are headed to the playoffs. They will play at Panama City Rutherford, the state runners-up, next Friday night. Woodham beats Escambia. Escambia's terrific season ends at 8-2. Next Friday night, the Pine Forest Eagles host their first playoff game in a decade, and they'd love to head into the postseason with another win, hosting Washington tonight and going for their 6th win in a row. That's Washington with the ball. Kendrick Johnson, the quarterback, picked off by Dylan Kleckler. The outstanding junior linebacker makes the return, flips the pitch. Should have been called down. Didn't make much difference on this play. And then Brian Fisher, the quarterback, goes to Kyle Stallworth, the senior split end. There's Stallworth, 13, making the play inside the 25-yard line. And then number 14, whose name was not on the roster we had, gets into the end zone. Sorry, 14, but it's a touchdown. And Pine Forest wins again, heading into the playoffs with yet another win. And yes, they get the shutout. That's what their defense wants. 7-3. They started 1-3. Perfect 5-0 in district. Pine Forest wins 24-0. Milton at Gulf Breeze tonight in what would be an offensive showcase. This is Milton's first quarter. Eric Cabanas, the quarterback, heaves it to Scott Holtman. Holtman makes the catch, big gainer, but they would miss a field goal. Then Gulf Breeze gets it back. Casey Cobb dumps it to Tyler Haney. Our photographer stepped on a ball boy, but then gets it back and gets Tyler Haney as he crosses the goal line, gets into the end zone. 7-0 Gulf Breeze. Milton answers. Number 4, junior Jared Andrews gets around the end. Andrews is gone. 7-all after one quarter in this one. Second quarter, then Milton takes the lead. Sophomore James Broxson scores from the inside, 13-7. But then Tyler Haney takes the handoff, and Haney is the 400-meter dash champ, and there's no one who's going to catch him. Haney goes all the way for the touchdown. It was 14-13 Dolphins, but Milton would come back to win this one, the final at Gulf Breeze, 39-20. The Panthers were the preseason favorites in this district. They finished their year at 6-4. Stepping up to Class 6A, one of the 5. There are 5 teams in District 1. 4 still had a shot at the playoffs tonight, but Niceville could win it outright by beating Fort Walton Beach. For highlights of that one, we send it to Jon Linder in our Okaloosa County Bureau. John?
All right, thank you, Doug. And a big hello to Cardboard Dan. Run, run, run. That's what Niceville does. Mosley knew it. They lost. Pensacola knew it. They lost. Tate knew it. They lost. But Fort Walton Beach, they've been preparing for this running attack since the first week of August. So let's see what would happen. Great night for football. It's senior night. Welcome the Wilbon family to the house. Alex Godfrey was there, too. 1 minute into the game. Get to your seats or you're going to miss it. 23 yards for the touchdown, 7-0. Eagles just like that. 1 minute later, it's James Fallon, 14 yards for the touchdown. Excuse me, pardon me, let me just pull you in myself. Coach Sorrells, wow, what's going on 2 minutes into the game? Still first quarter, Wilbon, 3 yards for the touchdown, 14-7. Now to the second quarter, 4th and 6, Joey Calachini, Alex Godfrey, 38 yards for the touchdown. Niceville up 20-7. What's going to happen next? Drew Roberts dropping back. Anybody open? No. So I'm just going to run it 54 yards for the touchdown. No blowout. It's close. It's 20-14 at the half. First play, second half. Look out. It's Fallon. And he's gone 75 yards. And the Niceville faithful is stunned. 21-20 Vikings. But Niceville answers. Calachini in from 4 yards out. 28-21. More Eagles. Godfrey this time 24 yards for the touchdown. 35-21. Is it over? No. Vikings aren't quitting. Fabian Porter, excuse me, pardon me. I've got to get to the end zone even with a shoulder pad flap hanging out. 50 yards, 35-28, but Niceville would hang on to win it. Godfrey takes it in, and they win it 42-28 past the air tank. With the win, Niceville is 8-1 and 4-0 in the district. Fort Walton Beach falls to 5-4 and 2-2 in the district. Niceville has won the District 1 6A title. Next week, they're going to host Tallahassee Lincoln. Meanwhile, for Fort Walton Beach to get in the playoffs, they're going to need a little bit of help. Doug?
All right, thanks, John. Awesome stuff from Niceville. And that Niceville win opened the door. Covers for the touchdown, and then late in the fourth, Brandon Roberson with the icing on the game takes it 12 yards for the score. Pace wins, and they win big, and they win impressively. Actually, we did not get a confirmation on the final score. We do know that Pace won, and we think that's the final score. There's no confirmation, but we have declared the Pace Patriots the winners of that game, and Pace advances to the playoffs. We'll tell you who they play in a minute. The Baker Gators are also in the playoffs as runner-ups of District 1 3A, getting one more playoff tune-up tonight at home. Jon Linder joins us for the second time from our Okaloosa Bureau. John?
All right, thank you very much again, Doug. Yeah, Baker has made the playoffs, but you see, they did have something to prove tonight. Last year, FAMU beat them 19-6, and I think they had the little revenge thing going on this evening. The Gators ready for action tonight, and they hate paper. Everybody hates paper. Baker up 7-0. FAMU's Taylor Jacobs with the plunge. 7-6 after the missed PAT. Kerry Webb, welcome to the game. 50 yards. Is he going to go, or is he going to be brought down at the 10? I'm going to go with B. And he is brought down at the 10. 2 plays later, Brad Ellis looking for Jason Grissett. Brad's going to tuck it away for a minute and then shot put it to Jason, and it's 14-6 Gators. Last play, second quarter. Give it to Johnny Harvell. Johnny is gone for the touchdown, 21-6. Second half, here they come again. This is Tommy Harvell. Let's get this together. Tommy, he's just going to go 60 yards all the way to the end zone or out of bounds at the 10. I'm going to go with B, out of bounds at the 10. 2 plays later, Harvell, why not? He goes in for the score, and Baker hangs on to win it, 33-26. Now Baker improves to 5-3. FAMU closes out the season with a mark of 1-8. Next week the Gators will head to the playoffs, but this year, as you mentioned, they finished second in their district, so that means they'll be playing against Vernon on the road. Doug?
And we'll hear a lot more about Tommy Harvell in a few minutes. Thanks, John. The season finale tonight for the Catholic Crusaders at home. They were hosting the Vernon Yellow Jackets. Vernon, a district champion and a terrific team, 9. Monday, a shootout. Yes, we will have 3 teams at Fort Walton Beach for the runner-up spot in 6A. Fort Walton Beach and PHS will play. Mosley gets the bye. That's Monday night at Fort Walton Beach. Okay, and here's the playoff for next Friday. Niceville hosting Tallahassee Lincoln. Panama City Bay at Pine Forest. Woodham is at Rutherford, the state runners-up. Pace is at Madison County. Northview is somewhere. I was not able to find out where, but they are at the district next to them's champion since they were the runners-up. Couple other games, Graceville at Jay, Baker at Vernon, and T.R. Miller will play at home in round 3 of the Alabama playoffs against Thomasville. Webster's Unabridged Dictionary describes cardboard as, quote, more or less stiff variety of pasteboard, smooth or unglazed, used in making boxes, tickets, price boards, and the like, close quotes. It also makes one fine television anchor. Ladies and gentlemen, Cardboard Dan, filling in beautifully as usual. We are done. We'll see you next week. Yes? Oh, no! Cardboard Dan. We'll see you next week on Prep Football Final. Good night.
You've been watching Channel 3 Sports presentation of Prep Football Final, brought to you by Pepsi and by Mountain Dew.